Hi there, welcome to another educational video document in my Web3 expedition. So in this video, we'll be looking at a Kaito leaderboard that is of interest to me because I'm in builders mode at the moment. I've not even been very active with InfoFi. I've been building stuff, and upon finding this project, I like it because it incites you to build, incentivizes you to build. Uh, Although game related applications, web oriented games using vibe coding, I'm not too into games personally. I like building apps and stuff like that, but I like this one. It's a project I want to talk about to incite builders, to bear forth builders and stuff like that. So this is another project of interest, although it doesn't have declared rewards yet. So it hasn't, it's not yet on the Kaito Earn category. I'll be featuring it as an airdrop prospect. Now, speaking of Kaito, Kaito is an InfoFi platform. So you basically onboard on Kaito with your X account and start posting about Web3 projects in general, but especially those featured on Kaito. Then you end up earning airdrops. Depending on the parameters or modalities of the project at hand and how many will qualify, you simply start to rank on the leaderboard because Kaito uses AI to index your posts on X and then analyzes it and then ranks you. For example, on this leaderboard, if you are top 400 creator at the time of the snapshots, then you'll qualify for the airdrop. This specified airdrop. Okay, so uh, Verse8 has not shown here, but it has a leaderboard already here that you can track. You know, Although this leaderboard will only display top 100, it doesn't mean that you wouldn't qualify for an airdrop. Assuming they end up declaring that top 400 will qualify, you may not be on display on the leaderboard here, but you would still qualify. Now, it's very obvious when you look here that there's like some boost courtesy of using the platform. So this is not a traditional leaderboard. It factors in your use of verse 8. So that's where use comes in. But personally, I would like to use it even if I don't participate on the InfoFi side. So let's look at verse 8 and what it has to offer from a building perspective. So uh, we're integrating Kaito to create a self-reinforcing loop where anyone can become a Verse 8 creator, build playable interactive content, amplify their creations inside Kaito. So you see why they structure their leaderboard. This also breaks down how you can get the different badges. So your actions inside verse 8 directly increase your visibility, influence, and rewards. Badges, proof of gamer, play 8 games, 8 minutes each. So there are already games built by people that you can play. 8 minutes each of 8 games will give you proof of gamer status. You'll see not many people have those badges. Then this is the one I'll focus on. Publish at least one game, have 800 plus players engage with it. Now that's where, you know, I mean, hopefully that's possible. So then that will unlock the proof of creator badge. So your game, not only should you create it, it has to be appealing enough to attract 800 plus players. So you need to propagate your game. Then Yap and Boost convert tweets into platform rewards. Hmm. So versus mission point system rewards all form of contribution. So if you cannot build, you know, games, you can still talk about them. Talk about verse 8, build and boost quests, mission points tied to creation performance, additional incentive for top performers, top 100 on the leaderboard, 20+% mission point bonus. So there's a bonus if you are top 100 on the Kaito leaderboard. So I think that the reward scheme will be administered by them. However, they are using Kaito infrastructure to gauge your performance. So basically you should focus on the use of verse 8 while also covering verse 8 on X. This is assuming you also have an account on Kaito. Now, why I say focus on verse 8 because your points, everything about your points will happen on verse 8. So let's go to verse 8 and, perhaps I can put a basic interaction on there and, show you. It's a vibe coding platform. So you would not need to be an expert to create all these games. You would simply need to prompt. Okay, so it allows connecting with your let. mm, I believe you'll be able to sync your Twitter later on. Let me just connect with Twitter for now. Although I prefer email, then connect your Twitter. Let me use email instead. Just a moment. Okay, so of course, games, you can play games. You need 8 games, 8 minutes each. That's one thing that will unlock a badge. Those badges, I think, will give you multiplier on the leaderboard, enable you rank highly. Then you can, let's look at the points portal. So, mission points, let's go earn. You can use my invite if you desire. I'll put it in the description. Something you can do here is check in daily, so unable to check in play for 5 more minutes today. So you have to play a game. My missions, create games will give you points. So you earn up to 50 points a day based on your game's performance. So then when you get your 800 players plus is when you'll unlock the respective badge on Kaito. This one, Yapibara Defense Master, defend well and score 20,000 points. So these are all games. So it's game oriented when it comes to earning points. I'll do a discussion about that, separately. So let's spin. Create a cinematic video of a player running across. Let's just do this. So this is you prompting, basically creating something. So you earned the oops, I click visit the page. I like it. I like that because that spin is attractive. Now when you spin, it's actually spinning up an application. So you saw it, there was a prompt there. Now, of course, there's going to be credit involved. I mean, if this is using AI, if you prompt too much and all that, you would likely exhaust your credit and you'll need to pay. I don't know about that yet, but I would generally pay, for the experience. I would, I'm in building mode and that's my mentality. So this is delaying just a bit, likely because of my PC, because my PC has been struggling lately and me recording my screen. But let's see if I can just show you the like create game portal. Okay. Wow, this is very high level graphics, and it has already generated a uh, create a top down action game with character controlled by. Hmm. And it looks like they have specialized LLM for this. So simplified, start here and make your own. Of course, you'd end up putting up your own idea, but let's just experiment with this and see what the result is. I don't know why this is delaying. So I'm not going to dwell on this. I will do another tutorial about this. So it's writing up the code. Interestingly, you can even get the source code, which is great, in case you want to deploy it externally. So you see, you can deploy to Git, you can launch. Wow, interesting. I would definitely experiment with this. The graphics is high level, so you know I'm definitely going to use this. I have many game ideas. Uh, yes. I mean, I don't have many game ideas. I have app ideas, but I don't mind gamifying these ideas. But this one is 3D level, 3JS. Let's see I don't know if we can wait to see the result. Uh, yes, let me check credits. Generally, it won't be too pricey. You'll just be topping up. I've used many of these platforms, so. And if you're a good prompter, let's say you write all the prompt of your entire game, you don't prompt too much, your credits won't get exhausted. So this is all free now. I've not made any payment. So it has already built it. No, not yet. How to play. Player control. Will you confirm this version and proceed? I need to preview first. So it gives you a domain you can share it on. I mean, you can share it by. I'm just interested in the graphics, then we'll go from there. So you see, it's automatically realizing errors and fixing it on its own, which is good. And there's also a terminal. By the way, while this is loading, I don't know if I told you, I don't even know, I can't remember if I did that already, but I'll now be adding Verse8 as one of the airdrop prospects here. It's going to have an airdrop based on what I've seen. However, maybe not a direct Kaito airdrop, although it uses Kaito infrastructure. Altogether, I'm going to add it here. I have quest packs that I'm curating for Kaito so that you don't miss your tasks. When you add, Kaito related tasks here, you can time yourself. And if you skip a task or miss it, it will keep reminding you. There will be an unfinished task portal here. Then I'm going to funnel airdrops via this medium as well, with tutorials on how to go about it. I'll be adding Verse8 now with an entire publication tutorial like this that I'll be iterating over time with my videos and all that. Now, while you're on airdropc.com, you want to also subscribe to airdrop reminders. Click here and submit your email here. Now, I'm going to put up 200 airdrops in the next few days, categorized based on niches with a search engine. I'd funnel it all through the app eventually, but for now, I'm also putting it up here. So all this will lead to a publication tutorial that will get you started. Of course, you can contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Let's see the results. Don't forget to also check the description area, a bunch of airdrop information there. Okay. Wow. This is high level graphics. Like if you try to build this on your own, like using Grok, it hasn't finished building. It's asking for confirmation to accept this version, but this is high level graphics. you cannot build this without expertise, even without just knowledge of ThreeJS, to intimate the agent. It will keep giving you 2D. You wouldn't be satisfied at all with it. But starting level, this is high level because I've tried doing this, without jump. Okay, so this is a good starting point. Of course, you would need to keep building, and that's it for this video. But I want to quickly check credits. Interesting that it's able to build this without requesting like a payment yet. Oh, so it gives you balance. It gives you maybe like $20 balance. This feature is not available yet, so maybe when you run out of credits, complete a simple task and get more interesting stuff. So you can complete tasks, get more credit. I like that. So bringing us to the end of this video, subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.